Hi guys, my name is Troy, this is Glide, and today we're talking about the corn snake. Let's get into it. When I made the top 3 best pet snakes for beginners, corn snakes made it to number 1. And I do believe they are the best pet snake for beginners because they are really resilient. But let's dive deeper. In nature, corn snakes can be found in the southeast areas of the United States, going from New Jersey to Florida Keys as far west as the Mississippi River. They can be found in a variety of habitats such as woodlands, grasslands, rocky areas, or human-inhabited areas such as barns or abandoned buildings. Basically, if there is a decent shelter and a good amount of rodents to hunt, there is probably a corn snake hiding somewhere nearby. They are considered to be semi-arboreal, which means they are primarily terrestrial snakes, but they do enjoy climbing. When it comes to enclosure size, if you're getting a juvenile corn snake, a 10 to 15 gallons tank is good for the first period, but for an adult the minimum required is a 4x2x2. They love to explore and they are really active, so in this case the bigger is better, but you will need the adequate enrichment. And by adequate enrichment I mean at least 2 hides, one on the warm side, one on the cooler side, and they love when they can really squeeze in. I remember for my corn snake, at the time I did use a roof tile as a warm side hide and he used to love it. As for the core, fake plants, cork barks and branches. As I said before, they do enjoy climbing and you will see them doing so. And do not forget the water bowl. For substrate they need something that holds up humidity and gives them a chance to dig. So aspen shavings, coconut fibers are really good. I remember at the time I took my corn snake to the vet and the vet told me that he was keeping his corn snake on newspapers, which I think is really good if you're keeping your snake in quarantine for health issues. But I like my enclosures to look good and I almost always go for coconut fibers. And the humidity level should be kept between 40 and 60%. Corn snakes need a temperature gradient between 30 degrees on the warm side and 24 degrees on the cooler side, and you can achieve this by using a heat mat plugged into a thermostat or a heat lamp plugged into a thermostat. It's not necessary to use a UVB light, but it could be beneficial if you want to give them a natural light cycle. When it comes to food, corn snakes they eat rodents, and it's usually frozen thawed mice. With my corn snake at the time I was doing a lot of live feeding, which I do not recommend unless you can really supervise your snake on meal days. Anyway, a juvenile is gonna have a meal every 5 to 7 days, and an adult corn snake it's every 10 to 14 days. And please guys, do not handle your snakes for about 48 hours after a meal. When it comes to handle a corn snake, I think they are the best. Like I only got bit once when my corn snake was a juvenile, because juvenile snakes they tend to panic a lot. But after that I never got bit again. And he used to love free roaming around the living room. Yes, they are not the type of snakes that are gonna just lie down next to you or just like sit on your lap watching Netflix. They love to explore and they will be exploring once you leave them out of the enclosure. So free roaming and follow them up, because my one used to hide a lot under the couch, and yeah. And when it comes to lifespan, in captivity they live up to 15 to 20 years with a really good care. In nature their lifespan is shorter because nature is cruel and it's between 6 to 8 years. Alright guys, that's all for today's video. Let me know in the comments if is there anything I've missed. But more important, let me know if your intention is to get a corn snake or if you have a corn snake story to tell. Other than that, thanks for watching, I hope you're doing well and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!